Whew! My pro wrestling friends, family, brothers, sisters from all around the world of all shapes and sizes. I am here for another impromptu pro wrestling talk video, courtesy of Blitzball Champ Gaming, here on the U to the Tube. Jason Ingram at your service. We got some breaking news to talk about. Quite shocking, actually. Yeah, let's dive right on in. First, starting off with some news around TNA Wrestling, as there are a couple of names where TNA have sent out an email, according to Fightful. Ariel Shnerner, Rob Kligman, Michael Shewchenko, and most notably, TNA Hall of Famer, the first ever TNA knockout to join the TNA Hall of Fame, Gail Kim, have all been fired from TNA Wrestling. Wow. Wow. Now, I don't know the other three that well, so for those that do, let me know. But Gail Kim, wow. Pretty much, I believe was backstage producer, TNA Hall of Famer, had the biggest amount of success in her career through TNA, but wow. And they fired her along with these others. I don't know what the heck is going on or what really warranted the move, but there's a couple of things that come to mind, and I feel like the main one that comes to mind is perhaps there's been, I've been talking to friends and folks in one of my pro wrestling discords, potentially the idea that WWE might end up acquiring TNA Wrestling. We know that they already have a partnership, a current working partnership between WWE, mostly NXT, and TNA. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just a big deal because, Gail Kim, I mean, you really can't say TNA Knockout without ever mentioning Gail Kim. So, apparently, according to Carlos Silva, president of Anthem Sports Group, apparently there was a comment here that says, "Today we announced a restructuring resulting in staffing changes at TNA Wrestling. These decisions are always difficult, but it became apparent that we needed to make adjustments to our business strategies. We are grateful for those who worked here and thank them for their years of dedication to the company. Finally, we want our fans to know that we are committed to producing the absolute best product and highest quality content that we can, and we appreciate their continued support." This was a quote from President Carlos Silva, president of the Anthem Sports Group. Whew. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it unless, which, I mean, to be real, Gail Kim does have a history with WWE. That second stint, that second stint wasn't great, but I mean, I don't know, y'all. I mean, it just something like this just kind of makes me think about the possibility that WWE could end up inheriting TNA Wrestling. I don't know. Like I said, I have heard, that be a topic of discussion, but honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I could see Gail Kim back in WWE, which I know it wouldn't be under a, pro wrestling role, because, I mean, she is retired. But honestly, I think whoever's able to need to pick up the phone and give her a holler. Whether it's WWE or AEW or wherever. As well as the others. I mean, I don't know what the others do, but, it's never fun seeing somebody get fired. You know what I mean? So I would like for everybody that got let go to be able to get back on their feet ASAP. But, yeah. Being Gail Kim is somebody that I've met not once, not twice, but 3 times. She definitely holds a place in my heart. And just, it sucks to see this happen to her as well as the others. And hopefully she'll be alright. I mean, whatever she decides to do, whatever she, wants to do going forward, hopefully that she'll be happy, or if she wants to, find somewhere else, hopefully she'll get back on her feet ASAP. Same with the others. So, we'll see. But pretty shocking. Pretty shocking. But that wasn't the only piece of news, as Mina Shirakawa, apparently, word is that Mina Shirakawa will be leaving World Wonder Ring Stardom at the end of March, and is expected to join AEW, like sign with AEW full time. It is also said that there will be a press conference. Stardom will be having a press conference at 6 p.m. Their time, JST time. My guess is probably to address that. But Mina Shirakawa was originally scheduled for the Vegas trip, including 2 Stardom shows, Spark Joshi, and one other show that I couldn't remember the name of. But she was originally booked for at least 4 shows in Vegas. But she got pulled from the Spark show and the other show. I don't necessarily know if she'll get pulled from the 2 Stardom shows, since she's technically leaving at the end of the month. I don't think she will. I think she'll still end up doing the 2 Stardom shows. But, the Spark Joshi show, she was pulled from that within the same day she was booked. So, yeah. And the crazy thing is, she was just apparently booked for a meet and greet at WrestleCon. So, I don't know if that's going to get pulled, because, I mean, that's technically non-Stardom. So, I don't know, y'all. But, that's the word, is that she's leaving Stardom at the end of the month. Definitely a shocker, but not as big as Gail Kim getting fired. But my whole thing is, I mean, being that she's already worked matches and storylines with AEW and even a little bit of ROH as well, the move for her to sign with AEW doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely see how it goes. But and even some were thinking that WWE was a possibility as well. But honestly, regardless, I think it's at least safe to say that she's USA bound on more of a permanent basis. So, and if that does end up happening, that means, you know, she's the next Joshi to join AEW alongside Riho, Yuka Sakazaki, and Hikaru Shida. Which, like I said, I still don't see Shida being with AEW still by the end of this year. Riho, Yuka, no idea. But I honestly don't think Shida's going to be here in AEW by the end of this year. But we'll see. And with that being said, that means also no Mina at Stardom All-Star Grand Queendom. And originally she was also booked for Resurgence, NJPW Strong Resurgence in May, and also Windy City Riot as well in April, which Windy City Riot is coming up, I believe next weekend, actually. Yeah, next weekend. So, or no. In 2 weeks. I'm sorry. In 2 weeks. Sakura Genesis is next weekend. But interesting. But hey, I wish Mina the best. I hope she has a good run in AEW or wherever she ends up landing. I've met Mina twice. Both times in the U.S., with one of the times being in North Carolina through WrestleCade. But yeah, I've met Mina. She's awesome. So I mean, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, and we'll see what other kind of details come from the press conference as well. But I guess it will be safe to say once that happens, then for sure Micah will be the clear-cut leader of Empress Nexus Venus. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I have. I think it just remains to be seen what other details come from this. But man, Mina Shirakawa leaving Stardom to potentially join AEW. Couple of names in TNA, with the big one being Gail Kim being fired. That's crazy. That's crazy. But we'll see how things develop as time passes. But that'll be all for me for this video. Let me know y'all's thoughts. How are y'all feeling about Gail Kim and those other names fired from TNA Wrestling? And how do you feel about Mina Shirakawa leaving Stardom at the end of this month and is looking to be AEW bound? Let me know your thoughts there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed evening, and I will see y'all in the next video and or live stream. Later.